Will be identifying different activities you will be able to play at recess and lunch. The first activity is four corners. This game is played on a four-square court. Four of the children stand on one of the corners of the square, while the fifth player is designated it and stands in the middle of the square. The four corner players then attempt to trade places without vacating a corner long enough for the player who is it being able to stand in the vacant corner. If a corner player is stranded without a free corner to stand in, they are out and a new player enters the game who is it. Common strategy is to try and swap corners while the player who is it is trying to swap corners, no pushing. If there is a tie getting to the corner, rock, paper, scissors is used to determine who stays in the game. Players cannot stay on a corner for longer than 5 seconds before the need to switch corners. In the next activity I will be discussing is basketball. The object of the game is to throw the ball through the hoop. Teams must have equal number of players. Court 1 is designated for full court games. All other courts are for half court games. And if you want, you could dribble with one hand or two hands. In the third activity we'll be talking about is the play structure. Chasing and fleeing games are prohibited. For example, tag. One way only toward the school on the horizontal ladder. Be mindful of others' personal space at all times. Climbing or swinging only. No sitting or jumping off the play structure. One person at a time on the parallel bar slide. For the fourth activity, we'll be talking about Foursquare. The object of the game is to reach the server square. The player in square 1, which is the square divided by the diagonal line, serves the ball to any of the other players. A player is out if they hit the ball overhand, for example, with their fingers pointed up. They miss the ball when it bounces in their square. The ball bounces twice in their square. The ball hit any line after they hit it. They hit the ball out of bounds. The ball touches any part of their body other than the hands. They hit the ball twice. When a player gets out, he or she goes to the back of the line. The other players then rotate up to the next available square. Example, if player 3 gets out, then player 4 moves up into square 3. For the fifth activity, hula hoops. Hula hoops are used only for hula, rolling, and jumping. Use hula hoops in designated area outside the YP room. One person per hoop. Tug-of-war with the hula hoop is prohibited.
Hi, this is Janet, and this is what you don't want to do with a hula hoop.
The next activity I will be discussing is kickball.
I'm Sokai.
I'm Milton.
Oh, and I'm Sokai. And today we're going to be playing kickball.
The whole point of the game is for someone to pitch the ball, and you're supposed to kick it and go to your bases.
And there is two most important positions, kicker and pitcher. The pitcher has to pitch the ball to you, has to kick it, and run to the first base. If you don't, and he gets you out, then you have to go back and line up.
If they catch the ball, you're out.
And there's five people on each team in kickball.
If they get 3 out, the other team gets to kick.
That's the point of kickball.
Excellent. Gentlemen, please go ahead and demonstrate by one of you being the kicker and the pitcher. And it will film as Sokai runs around the bases. So as you can see, Sokai was tagged out, and that would be...
As you can see, I tagged Sokai with the ball instead of throwing it at him.
The rules for kickball are closely related to those of baseball. The main difference is that kickball involves a big rubber ball. The ball is about the size of a basketball. Kickball is played on a field with 4 bases arranged on the corners of a diamond-shaped infield. The infield contains the positions that involve the bases, while the outfield is mainly designated to catching or retrieving the ball when it is kicked out of the infield. Actual playing positions vary depending on the number of kids that are actually playing. If there are only a few children playing, the positions are usually spread out. But if there are a good number of players, kids will position themselves wherever there is good space and no cuties. And for the next game, we will be playing soccer. The object of the game is to kick the ball into the net. Teams must have equal number of players. Each team must pick one goalie who is the only player allowed to touch the ball with his or her hands. Only designated soccer goals may be used, not baseball backstops. Slide tackles are prohibited. When the ball goes out of bounds, it becomes a throw for the other team. Pushing another player while trying to get the ball is prohibited. And next, we will be talking about jump ropes.
My name is Dominique, and these are the small jump ropes, which are for individual people. And when you are jump roping, I suggest you spread out, or else you might hit somebody.
Ready, set, and go.
Great job.
The object of the game jump rope is jump ropes are used for jumping only. Both ends of the rope are to be held in hands. Use jump ropes in the designated area around the YP room. Swinging jump ropes overhead with one hand is prohibited. And now, we will be talking about tetherball. The lead player chooses the direction in which he/she will hit the ball. He/she begins by batting the ball to the opponent. The opponent attempts to hit the ball in the opposite direction. When a player causes a violation, a new player moves into the game. The ball should be hit with the heel or palm of the hand. The ball must remain in motion at all times during the game. A win occurs when the ball is wrapped completely around the pole in one direction. And the winner limit is if a person wins 3 times in a row, he or she has to step out and go to the end of the line. Now, I will be discussing hopscotch.
So as we just saw Rihanna demonstrate, the object of hopscotch is to take an object, such as a cap, a pencil, a stick, anything you can find, and to toss it somewhere onto the hopscotch grid. So I'm going to try and aim for 5. We'll see how well I do. Nailed it, first try. Okay, so now on my way down the hopscotch grid, 5 is the number I now have to skip. And on my way back, I have to try and pick it up without falling over, which I will now demonstrate how to do properly. Hold that for me. Okay, so I'm skipping 5. Okay, now on the way back, I have to retrieve the object without falling over. Come back. Here comes the hard part. Got it.
Mr. Roscoe has skills. Good job, Roscoe.
And finally, last but not least, wall ball.
Hi, this is Ulysses and Nicholas. We're showing you guys how to play wall ball, and this is an example for like if it bounces once, you're still in, but if it bounces twice, you're out.
Please demonstrate.
The ball is served by bouncing on the ground, then hitting the wall. The other player must hit the ball on the ground and then hit the wall. In turn, each player takes turn hitting the ball on the blacktop and against the wall after it is bounced once on the blacktop after coming off the wall. Ball may only bounce once after hitting the wall before the opponent hits it. Now, thank you for being safe with all